Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. The fragile ceasefire in Gaza is holding as Hamas-led militants released 3 more Israeli hostages on Saturday, while Israel began releasing hundreds of Palestinian prisoners in return. The freed hostages were paraded before a crowd by Hamas before being transferred to the Red Cross, appearing pale but in better condition than previous captives. The truce, in place since January 19th, had been at risk due to disputes over aid access, but mediators from Egypt and Qatar helped push forward the latest exchange. In return for the hostages, Israel released 369 Palestinian prisoners, including 36 convicted of deadly attacks. This marks the 6th swap since the ceasefire began, with 73 hostages still in Gaza, about half believed to be dead. Most remaining captives are men, including Israeli soldiers. The war in Ukraine is back in focus as Vice President J.D. Vance and top Trump administration officials met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky last Friday at the Munich Security Conference. Vance reaffirmed the administration's goal of ending the war with a durable, lasting peace, while Zelensky emphasized the need for security guarantees to counter Russian aggression. President Trump has pushed for negotiations, speaking with Russian President Vladimir Putin first, a move Zelensky called meaningful but unpleasant. Trump has denied Ukraine's NATO bid and suggested territorial concessions to Russia as a way to prevent future invasions. Zelensky, continuing discussions with European leaders, says he is counting on the U.S. for support in negotiations but will not meet with Putin until a joint plan with Trump and the EU is in place. Thousands of federal workers are at risk of losing their jobs as President Donald Trump and Elon Musk order federal agencies to begin layoffs in an effort to cut government spending. With around 2.4 million federal employees as of January 2025, data shows more than 200,000 workers remain on probationary status and could be the first to go. The layoffs follow the Trump administration's deferred resignation program, which offered salary compensation for voluntary resignations and saw about 77,000 employees take the buyout. Military personnel, postal workers, and those in national security roles are exempt from cuts. While some experts see the move as a cost-saving measure, others warn it could have significant economic and workforce impacts. A satirical petition calling for Denmark to crowdfund $1 trillion to buy California has gained more than 200,000 signatures. The petition jokingly suggests that Denmark needs more sunshine, palm trees, and roller skates, proposing to purchase California from Donald Trump in response to his renewed interest in acquiring Greenland. It highlights benefits like better weather, a steady avocado supply, and tech industry dominance, even suggesting renaming Disneyland to Hans Christian Andersen Land. Though Danish and Greenlandic officials strongly oppose Trump's idea, the debate over Greenland's future remains a hot topic. About 1.1 million igloo coolers have been recalled after reports of serious fingertip injuries, including lacerations, fractures, and even amputations. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission ordered the recall of the Igloo 90 quart flip and tow rolling coolers. After 12 injury reports in the U.S., Igloo is urging consumers to stop using the coolers immediately and contact the company for a free handle replacement. The affected coolers, sold since 2019 at major retailers like Costco, Target, and Amazon, can be identified by model number and description. While no injuries have been reported outside the U.S., Igloo says consumer safety remains its top priority. Customers can register for the recall online or contact Igloo directly for more information. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Cooking is the leading cause of home fires. Unattended cooking is the leading cause of these fires and related deaths. Therefore, keep a close eye on your cooking. If you must leave the kitchen, bring a utensil with you as a reminder of your efforts. Set a timer for food taking longer to cook. Turn pot handles towards the back of the stove. Keep a lid nearby when cooking. If a small grease fire starts, slide the lid over the pan and shut off the burner. You can take an active role in your safety. Cooking safety starts with you.
Welcome back. Now let's dive into some top stories happening in Braintree. Construction is underway on the East Walk, a $47 million mixed-income apartment community in Braintree, bringing 56 new housing units to the former Braintree Electric Light Department site. Developed by Wind Development and ARC Communities, the 5-story complex will offer a mix of affordable workforce and market-rate apartments while also creating a pedestrian riverwalk along the Manatequit River. Officials, including Representative Stephen Lynch and Mayor Aaron Joyce, praised the project for expanding housing options and revitalizing the Weymouth Landing district. Nearly $4.8 million in federal funding has been allocated supporting both the development and ongoing river restoration efforts. Braintree's search for a new school superintendent has ended with a familiar face. Tim McDonald, principal of Hollis Elementary since 2004, has been selected to take on the role. The school committee made the decision at its January 16th meeting, citing McDonald's extensive involvement in key school initiatives, including the vision of a graduate committee, strategic planning development, and the school building committee. Before becoming principal, McDonald worked as an elementary teacher in both Braintree and North Carolina. Braintree's District 6 Town Councilor Meredith Barrica is inviting residents to the next Community Connections event on Thursday, February 27th at Thayer Public Library. The event will feature the town's new Parks and Recreation Director, Brendan Croak, along with Mayor Aaron Joyce. Residents are encouraged to bring their questions and ideas, and families are welcome. Kids can even participate by drawing their visions for Braintree's playgrounds and parks with crayons and paper provided. Braintree police are warning residents about a spike in scam phone calls, particularly those targeting the elderly. Scammers often use threats such as arrest warrants to pressure victims into buying prepaid Visa cards or sending money. One resident reported receiving a call with someone screaming for help, attempting to lure them into calling back. Authorities urge everyone to be cautious of unfamiliar calls or texts and to share this warning with friends and neighbors who may not be on social media. Common scams include IRS imposters demanding tax payments, utility scams threatening to cut power, fake arrests or kidnappings requesting bail money, fraudulent sweepstakes requiring payment to claim winnings, and tech support scams claiming a virus has been detected. If you're unsure, stop before sending money and call the Braintree Police Department at 781-843-1212. The Braintree Senior Center is hosting a variety of activities for residents aged 60 years and older this February. Regular events include Fun Movie Fridays at 1 p.m. and Learn to Play Pool with Kathy every Thursday, open to both men and women at 12:30 p.m. Special one-time events include on February 24th at 1 p.m., there's a Cornhole Team Players event, and the other is a $2 crafts class where participants will be making St. Patrick's Day and spring magnets. Then on February 25th at 4 p.m., the center is hosting an Alzheimer's support information meeting. To sign up, call 781-848-1963 after 9:30 a.m. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Hello, I'm Terry Stano, Director of the Thayer Public Library, and I'm excited to be here today to talk to you about a few upcoming events and share some library news. It's February, so that means school vacation week is at the library coming soon. There'll be a lot going on for youths of all ages. Drop into the children's room to explore activities that are always available, such as Make an Easy Sledding Craft, try this month's Seek and Find activity, play educational games on our Learning Station, or borrow some books to take home. The Children's Room offers drop-in play from 10 to 12 every Friday morning. During school vacation week, this event will include games and activities for older children as well as the little ones, and will expand into Logan Auditorium. Teens have not been forgotten during school vacation week. On Thursday, February 20th, from 4 to 5 p.m., meet in the teen room to create sand art in a bottle to take home. This program is free and open to ages 12 and up. The library will be closed Monday, February 17th for President's Day. We will reopen regular library hours on the Saturday before and the Monday after. Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The library's Author Hour in Massachusetts continues all month long, and you don't have to come out in the cold for it. This is a series of virtual author talks featuring some of the publishing industry's top trending writers in partnership with the Tewksbury Public Library. The webinars are held from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Zoom. Registration is required in order to receive the Zoom link. You can register through the online event calendar, in person at the reference desk, or over the phone at 781-848-0405, extension 4417. The Author Hour in Massachusetts series of talks is being promoted by more than 50 Massachusetts public libraries. Please visit our event calendar at theirpubliclibrary.libcal.com and search for Author Hour to see our complete lists. English Conversation Circle now meets weekly on Saturday afternoons from 3 to 4 p.m. This is an opportunity to practice English conversation skills with other English language learners in the supportive and friendly environment of the library. Best for intermediate to advanced speakers, but beginners are welcome. Conversation Circle is a free program offered by our librarians. It is open to all. No registration is necessary. I'm pleased to announce that the library has microphones that work and a new sound system now. A big thank you goes out to BCAM, who had put the original system in at the library 10 years ago and has replaced them for us this month. The microphones get used often for talks and other programs, so we really appreciate BCAM's funding and installation of a new system. For more information about all our events at the library, please visit www.theirpubliclibrary.org. Pick up a print calendar at the library or call the library at 781-848-0405 or email referencedesk@braintree.gov. And don't forget to sign up for our monthly newsletter at theirpubliclibrary.org events.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. Massachusetts' largest teachers union is under investigation for allegedly distributing anti-Semitic learning materials to its members. Lawmakers on the Special Legislative Committee on Combating Anti-Semitism questioned Massachusetts Teachers Association President Max Page about controversial images, including a folded dollar bill resembling a Star of David, anti-Zionist posters, and a children's book depicting Zionists as aggressors. Page defended the materials as resources for educators, not classroom instruction, and denied claims of indoctrination, citing threats against union staff. An online petition with over 10,000 signatures calls for lawmakers to sever ties with the union, while some teachers at the hearing insisted they had never seen the materials. The outcome remains uncertain, with no further hearings currently scheduled. Rising homelessness is reaching record levels nationwide and in Quincy, with a growing number of disabled seniors among those affected. The latest point-in-time estimate from the Department of Housing and Urban Development, released in January, recorded more than 777,000 homeless individuals nationwide, the highest number ever and likely an undercount. Of those, 20% are 55 or older. John Yazwinski, CEO of Father Bill's in Mainspring, points to a severe housing shortage as the primary cause, saying, quote, "We have not committed to build enough housing for all income levels," end quote. In a playful response to President Donald Trump's order to rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America, Weymouth Mayor Bob Headland has issued his own mock executive order renaming Hingham Bay as the Gulf of Weymouth. Headland shared the proclamation on social media, complete with a hastily drawn map showing the new name scrawled over the original label. His tongue-in-cheek statement included a series of increasingly absurd justifications, even claiming the town's navy is ready to defend the Gulf of Weymouth. The joke comes as Trump's executive order also reinstated the name Mount McKinley, reversing the Obama administration's recognition of its indigenous name Denali. Valentine's Day may be over, but love is still in the air, literally, at Logan International Airport. A recent survey by datingadvice.com ranked the top 100 U.S. airports for finding romance, and Logan landed at number 37, the only Massachusetts airport to make the list. The survey, based on responses from 3,000 travelers, highlights a growing trend of airport crushes becoming a social phenomenon. Topping the list as the most romantic airport in the nation is Palm Beach International in Florida, followed by Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Tampa, and Chicago's O'Hare. So next time you're at the airport, your perfect match could just be a getaway. Despite recent snowstorms, parts of Massachusetts are in a drought. The state's Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs reports that the central and northeast regions are facing a level 3 critical drought, while the southeast, Cape, and Islands are at a level 2 considered significant drought. The Connecticut River Valley and western regions remain at level 2 and level 1 respectively. EEA Secretary Rebecca Tepper warns that below average precipitation is straining water systems and urges residents to conserve water indoors and follow local restrictions. Since August, Massachusetts has seen an 8 to 13-inch precipitation deficit, with recent snowfall and rain falling well below normal levels. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more in sports and entertainment. Welcome back to Braintree Today. Here's Chris Curran with the latest on Braintree High School sports.
Braintree wins their last 3 games straight, leaving them with a 17-3 record, with wins over Milton 59-51, Lynn 67-62, and Catholic Memorial 63-44. Let's look at some highlights from their last home win versus Milton. As Braintree normally does, they leave the first quarter with the game close, down 13-11. In the second quarter, they were able to turn it up, outscoring Milton 17-5, giving them a 10-point lead going into half. Braintree then keeps them at arm's distance, leaving the third quarter with an 11-point lead. They were able to finish the game with an 8-point lead, giving them the win. While the girls both extend their win streak and end it last week, with a win 41-31 over Milton, and a loss in their second-to-last game of the season versus Natick 54-41. They go on to be 17-2 and play Mansfield in their last game on the 19th. As for hockey, the boys moved to 9-8-2 with a 4-0 win versus Milton and a 3-2 loss versus Concord Carlisle. They go on to have 1 game left home versus Abington on the 19th. Now let's look at the 4 goals from the Milton game. Braintree's first goal comes off a puck that is left out in front of the net and is slid underneath the goalie's pad. The second goal comes on a delayed penalty where the player is able to get by the defender. He finds his man on the wide side, putting it in the net. That goal came with a minute left, this one coming with 14 seconds left. The Milton defender turns it over in the neutral zone, giving Braintree an odd man rush, finding the back of the net. Braintree's fourth and final goal comes in the second period on a 3-on-4 man disadvantage. Milton player messes up and gives Braintree a breakaway for the goal. While the girls are coming off 2 losses this week, making them 2-15-1 on the season, with a 3-0 loss to Milton and a 4-1 loss to Notre Dame Academy. They go on this week to have 2 away games, on the 18th at Arlington and on the 20th at Westwood. You can catch live and rebroadcasts of Braintree High School sports on BCAM TV. Comcast Channel 9/1073 for HD, Verizon Channel 28/2128 for HD, YouTube BCAM TV, or our website bcam.tv. Let's send it back to Martha in the studio.
Thanks, Chris. Now, this week in entertainment, we have 3 movie recommendations for you to watch. First, La Dolce Villa follows a successful businessman who travels to Italy to stop his daughter from spending all her money to restore an old villa. But Italy has other romantic plans. The film stars Scott Foley and Violante Placido. You can watch La Dolce Villa now on Netflix. Next, The Gorge follows 2 highly trained operatives who become close after being sent to protect opposite sides of a mysterious gorge. When an evil emerges, they must work together to survive what lies within. The film stars Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. You can watch The Gorge now on Apple TV. And finally, Paddington in Peru follows Paddington, who returns to Peru to visit his beloved Aunt Lucy, who now resides at the home for retired bears. With the Brown family in town, a thrilling adventure ensues when a mystery plunges them into an unexpected journey. The film stars Antonio Banderas and Hugh Bonneville. You can watch Paddington in Peru now in theaters. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you're a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128, and you can also now see us in high definition on Comcast on channel 1073. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.